Lubbock attorney says a bill stalled in the state legislature would put insurance companies' profits over the people of Texas.
Last week, members of the business community and severely injured Texans made their cases before a state committee. KCBD News Channel 11's Brittany Crittenden has their arguments.
It is the biggest rewrite of civil law in the state of Texas, civil personal injury law, in, maybe ever.
Personal injury attorney Valerie Malone says House Bill 4806, currently pending in committee, pits the insurance industry against everyone else. Its author, Representative Greg Bonin out of Galveston, says the legislation would cut down on the tendency to drive costs through overtreating patients and overbilling.
This legislation will not inhibit victims of any kind of abuse from accessing the courts or obtaining full compensation for their injuries, and it will ensure that injured parties can be made whole while also preventing some attorneys and their collaborative medical providers from exploiting the legal system, unfortunately, for gain.
Malone says if the bill passes, her clients could be put in devastating positions.
Now we're going to have a unanimous agreement among the jurors on that pain and suffering amount. So let's say you've got one holdout juror that says, you know what, I don't know. I think instead of it being $195,000, I think it should be $175,000. So guess what our 7-year-old gets? Zero. She gets nothing.
People on both sides of the bill argued their case before a state committee. Parents like Jason and Jessica Sprague, whose 1-year-old son was killed when a truck driver T-boned their car, are concerned updated definitions, like that of mental anguish, could have limited their damages.
Our resilience would be punished and our grief would be diminished, all for the lie that will lower insurance premiums. This mindset values profits over life. This is the very mindset that killed our son. If the company that killed Colton wanted lower insurance premiums, they should have not hired a drug user to drive their truck.
Dick Trabulsi, chairman and co-founder of Texans for Lawsuit Reform, says the agency believes the law is fair.
It would make no sense for the entire business community, and it is the entire business community of Texas that supports this legislation, to propose legislation whereby any of us or any of our loved ones would not be able to access the courts.
Malone argues insurance companies are using the business sector for their own agenda.
Businesses don't pay these claims. Insurance companies do, but they put businesses, I'm a small business owner, they put businesses in front of them as the shield, right? But it's the insurance companies that pay the claims and the settlements and the judgments.
Perhaps the most moving testimony against the bill came from Midland's very own Brianna Blake. She was severely injured in a crash with an 18-wheeler when she was 12 years old. Her mom, Jennifer, translated Brianna's sign language, explaining doctors thought she would always live in a vegetative state, but she continues to prove them wrong.
Nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible.
After the 3-hour-long committee hearing, the future of the bill is uncertain. Brittany Crittenden, KCBD News Channel 11.